Let's sew the Emily beret. The first step is to take all the contents out of the package. You'll see there's a hand sewing guide and a hand sewing needle taped to the back. Pieces included are the brim, the thread, the top applique, the tags, and the bottom and top of the beret. Sticker side of the fabric indicates wrong side. In this tutorial, I will be demonstrating how to hand sew the beret. All the steps are the same. To begin, thread your hand sewing needle. You will hold your needle with your pointer and thumb and grip the rest of your thread with your fingers. Before beginning your project, you will practice your stitches with the stitch guide. The first stitch is a running stitch. This is essentially just up and down. The next stitch you can practice on your scrap piece of fabric attached to the box. On here, we are going to practice the back stitch. The back stitch will be mainly used for the entire project. Begin by once again threading your needle. To anchor the thread into the fabric, we'll tie a knot in the end. Take the long end of the thread and wrap around your finger a couple times. Slowly but tightly roll that off your finger and pull down until the knot is formed. Begin by inserting the needle down and coming back up about a 1/4 inch. From here, you'll go back down beside your stitch mark where you came up, and then under through to the other side. So you go back, under, across, and up. Back, under, across, and up. Once you get this down, you are prepared to start the project. First thing we're going to do is take the top part of the beret, line up the notches, and fold into quarters. On the center where it's folded in half, you're going to clip a notch as small as you can, about 1/8. Take the small strip, the top applique, fold in half, and enter through the right side of the fabric, so the opposite of the sticker side. On the wrong side of the beret, you'll pull through until there's 1/2 inch on either side. You will apply from here using a running stitch or a back stitch. To tie off, go under, creating a loop, putting the needle back through that loop, and knotting it. Do this a couple times to secure your sewing. Now your applique is attached. This is what it should look like from the right side of the fabric. For your next step, take the bottom half of the beret and place on top of the top half. These should be placed right sides together, the sticker side of the bottom half of the beret facing you, and the sticker side of the top part of the beret facing the table. From here, line up the notches all around the beret. Thread your needle, making sure to tie the knot that anchors the bottom half of the thread. To prepare for sewing, pin all around the beret to keep both pieces of fabric stable and aligned with each other. Begin sewing at 3/8 all around the brim. For this, we will use the back stitch. Once again, to secure at the end of stitching, create that loop, knot, and tie off. Repeat this a couple times. It is now sewn together all the way around. Take the long strip of fabric, folding it in half, short sides together, sticker side up. Backstitch the short edge together at 3/8. Remembering to tie off at the end. You can now remove that sticker. On your long strip, press the seams open and fold wrong sides together. The raw hems should be lined up all around. Baste these two raw edges together by doing a running stitch, Stitching ½ inch up, ½ inch down, ½ inch up, ½ inch down. You will do this all the way around to secure those two raw edges together. By basting these two edges together, it allows the brim to be attached simpler to the beret. Mark the brim in quarters, your first point being the seam. From here, fold in half, marking the other 2 quarters. After that, take the brim and place it inside of the beret. Line up where you've marked the quarters with the notches of the beret. Once again, now begin sewing at your normal 3/8 seam allowance and back stitching all the way around. Don't forget to tie that anchor knot in the bottom of your thread. The brim is now attached, you can remove the pins. If this is what it looks like, you're doing great. It is stitched at a 3/8 all the way around. The last step is to insert the tags. You'll fold the content tag in half and attach to the brim seam allowance. Backstitch the tag on. Right on top, along that seam, you'll attach the serial label. This can be tacked on at both top ends with just one stitch overlapping itself. Tie off like usual. Repeat this on both top corners of the label. Flip the beret right side out. Iron and steam the seam all around the inside of the beret. Do this until it's crisp. The Emily beret is complete. You made that.